with my paddle just how high they are. So this is about 1 foot deep. We're pretty close to the stop sign of where this road begins. That's how deep it is. I spoke with Townsend, and he believes the Republican Party is oppressing him, oppressing voters, and has an agenda to help the incumbent. That their child was emotionally distraught when they saw photos and when they saw this devastation in person. And now the superintendent confirmed to us that 17 classrooms, the library, the lunchroom that sits right here on the other side of these doors at the Decatur Morgan Hospital, 3 of the 4 patients being tested for the coronavirus are waiting for their results to get in. There have been some people coming in, waiting in the parking lot for the storm to get worse, but so far I have seen a couple of people trickle in to this building. Investigators are trying to piece together how this inmate that was under the watch of the Department of Corrections was able to escape, end up 116 miles away. President Trump has not endorsed a candidate in this race yet, but Trump did tweet this morning about Sessions not winning the primary outright and coming in second to Tuberville. Ray Adcock, the man who lives in this home with his family, had the biggest smile on his face when he greeted me. I asked, how can you be so positive and so motivated in a time where you've lost everything? And Dan and Naja, an official with the Alabama Department of Public Health, was at today's briefing. She told us she couldn't go into detail about the newly confirmed Morgan County coronavirus case, and we're still waiting to find out if that confirmed case is a resident of Morgan County or if they just worked here. Huntsville police explained to me on Friday why Nathaniel Woods was charged and convicted of capital murder, even though he never shot the gun that kills 3 Birmingham officers back in 2004. They told me in a case like this, evidence is crucial.
Even if they weren't holding the weapon, in a particular case of robbery or burglary or even a murder, they can still be charged with the same charge.
Nathaniel Woods was at the scene when his friend shot and killed 3 Birmingham officers in 2004. 16 years later, he was executed by lethal injection in South Alabama. Some people said they want to know why he was put to death before the man who admitted he fired the deadly shots. Huntsville police told me in the state of Alabama you can be charged with the same crime as the person who did the killing if the evidence proves you didn't try to stop a crime from happening.
It goes back to the evidence. How much evidence can we gather in this particular case that shows they had some involvement in some form?
The execution caused a wave of reaction online from celebrities and Alabama state officials. And some people in North Alabama say justice was served despite Woods' role in the murders.
I mean, if you're a participant in an act like that, you're guilty. I'm sure that justice was served.
Reporting in Huntsville, Shosh Bedrosian, Way 31 News. LaDon Townsend's candidacy was challenged based off of Facebook posts, friendships, and opinions, and both the Limestone County and Alabama State Republican Party agreed with it. I spoke with Townsend, and he believes the Republican Party is oppressing him, oppressing voters, and has an agenda to help the incumbent.
What the Republican Party done to me was, in my eyes, one of the worst things they could have done to challenge a man's integrity.
LaDon Townsend described his emotions when the Limestone County and Alabama Republican Party booted him from March's primary.
And I was shocked when he said, "You've been challenged." And I'm like, "I've been challenged?" And he said, "You've been challenged that you know you're not a Republican."
The Alabama Republican Party received this challenge from a man named Eric Redd. The challenge states because Townsend has Democratic supporters and pictures of him with Democrats are posted on Facebook, he is not a loyal Republican. The challenge also states there are Townsend signs outside the home of the Limestone County Sheriff, Mike Blakely. The Democrat is serving his 10th term as sheriff, and it's the longest in Alabama history.
It's very unfair because, I mean, as for me, them challenging my integrity of me being a Republican, that's people that don't really know me.
Nobody with the Alabama Republican or Limestone County Republican committees would do an on-camera interview. They also refuse to answer almost all of my questions, and they claim it's a private matter. I called the Secretary of State and learned there are no specific requirements to qualify as a candidate for the Republican or Democratic parties. To run for county commission, you must be at least 18 years of age and live in the county for at least 1 year prior to the date of taking office. And that if you are representing a specific district, you must be a resident for at least a year.
People should want to run for public office, should want to help the people. And that's what I want to do. These people supported me, and then they took it away from them. They took it away from the people and their opportunity to vote.